Hello, my name is Cory LeVine, and I want you to imagine growing up as a child with nothing to play with because you can't have anything to claim as your own. And you go day by day seeing people with wealth and living luxurious lifestyles. And then one day you decide that you want that lifestyle to be your own. And that one decision just might make you the wealthiest person in the world. Warren Buffett is one of the richest people in the world and is a business mogul. Now, you might not know who Warren Buffett is or anything about business, but I've read his biography. I am a finance major at Nova Southeastern University, and I have known his theories with investing, so I'll tell you a little bit more. Now, I'm going to be talking to you and introducing to you who Warren Buffett is, his childhood lifestyle and how he started making money at such a young age, and then going to education and seeing how he grew from that into a man with business and impacting businesses today, and then going on with different charities. So let's begin with his childhood. He had a weird childhood. He was just different because he was born in 1930 in Omaha, right around when the Great Depression was starting to end. And his father was a securities stockbroker, and he taught Warren how to invest in the process of businesses. But at age 6, he lost his job, so they had to start saving money. But Warren was like, no, I'm going to save money and make money. So his first investment was at 11 years old into an energy company. And then he sold it really quick because one day it went all the way down and the next day it went back up, so he sold it out of fear. But then he started getting really interested in investing because he wanted to know what in the world made that happen. So he started going to gas stations and finding bottle caps, wrappers, different types of trash, and collecting it and seeing which companies were being bought more to customers and seeing which ones were doing better than the others. So it wasn't just investing, it was also being an entrepreneur. At that same age, he would actually start buying 6 packs of Coca-Cola and for 25 cents and then selling each one for 5 cents. And if you do the math, it's 24% profit. At age 14, he moved with his family to Washington, D.C. and started selling and delivering Washington Post. And he made $175 a month. Using that money, at the same time, he would invest in farmland in Nebraska and start making a percentage of what the farmers made. Now that you know about Warren Buffett's childhood and how he started making money, let's go towards the education side. In 2008, the New York Times interviewed him, and they stated from him that he recalls college as something that might just slow him down. But he enrolled anyway to the University of Pennsylvania at age 16 and studied business. 2 years later, he decided to leave there and go to the University of Nebraska and finish his degree. In 1956, he then went on to Columbia University to study for his advanced degree. Alice Schroeder wrote a book about a biography of Warren Buffett titled The Snowball, Warren Buffett, The Business of Life, in 2009. And she realized that there was a man called Benjamin Graham who was a mentor and a role model to Warren Buffett. And Warren Buffett learned so many different theories and different ways of analysis of investing that it opened his mind to a new world. So, emerging from the University of Nebraska at age 20, he made nearly $10,000 off his childhood businesses. And after graduating from Columbia, he started to form his own firm, the Buffett Partnership, which is located in his hometown of Omaha. Now, after graduating college, getting married by 1952, he started going on an investing craze with the $10,000 to his name. And by 1962, he had his eye on a textile company called Berkshire Hathaway. So he bought so many stocks into that company that he bought it out. Now he owns it, and he wanted to reallocate the resources from that company. So he also invested in companies that dealt with steel, insurance, newspapers, and he just wanted to diversify. So 3 years later, in 1965, Warren's company, Berkshire Hathaway, was outgrowing the New York Stock Exchange by 33%, which was record-breaking. And unfortunately, at that exact same time, A&E Network stated that his father passed away from cancer, and the death of that man who he loved made him go back to his roots on which companies he started with. So after a few years, he started to invest largely in the companies of the Washington Post and Coca-Cola, almost owning a majority of the stock. He soon found himself looking at his self-worth and realizing that his $10,000 that he started with was now over $500 million. So, now that we know about how his education brought him to the business world, we can look at him and how he's improving businesses and impacting them, but also with his work with charity. now he's a really big face in the company and in business. So other big faces and big names are looking at him to be a core investor. So eventually, the then CEO of ABC called him up and said, I want you to invest in ABC so that no other person can invest largely so that they own the company. Help us out. Also, Bill Gates influenced Warren Buffett to invest in Microsoft. But although Warren Buffett wasn't much of a technology kind of guy, he ended up buying 100 shares anyway, just 100. But in June 2006, Buffett made an announcement that he would be giving off 85% of his full wealth to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, being one of the largest donations in US history. But with so much money spread in so many different companies that by 2008, Buffett became the richest person in the world, coincidentally beating out Bill Gates, who had that spot for the past 13 years. Today, his net worth is around $44 billion. He's recently been diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2012, but he's still working as hard as he always has. And in early 2013, he was rated number 15 in Forbes' most powerful people. Therefore, I've explained to you who Buffett has been and how he's making an impact on businesses and investing today, and most likely in the future. Buffett has grown up in a bad economy with poor conditions, and nothing has stopped him from becoming the entrepreneur at such a young age and becoming the richest man in the world. So, him always becoming active and his money growing, so is the checks that he signs off for his charities. So take a minute to think. We too are coming out of an economy that was bad, and day by day it's getting slowly and slowly better. So if Buffett was able to do all of this at 6 and start becoming an entrepreneur, at 11 starting to invest, what's stopping us from getting to the top? Thank you.